Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a pretty cheap and easy dust collector. If you just have a small shop, this will work just fine. As always, if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, please comment below. Thanks. And here's a list of all the parts you will need, assuming that you already have a shop vac and a hose. I like to use a bag on the shop vac just to collect any extra dust that gets through this dust collector. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is mark out your hole on your side and then cut it out. You can use either a hole saw or you can do it how I'm doing it with just a blade. I didn't have a hole saw big enough for this hole. And just be very careful when you're using a utility knife. And then I just used a little sander to sand that out, make it fit nice and snug. Then you're just going to pop through the male end through that hole and attach it to the double female end elbow, and then another male to female end on the end there. And then I just use some tape. You could use silicone to make that nice and tight. And then do the same thing to the top. Just mark out your hole, and you can cut it either with a hole saw or a utility knife like I'm doing. Like I said, be careful if you're using a utility knife. It is easy to make the hole a little too big or a little too small. So just be careful. In this case, I made mine a little too big, so I had to improvise here. And what I did was I just got some tape and just taped both sides real close to the hole so it was nice and snug. You could use glue, but I wanted to be able to take this apart if I needed to make it better in the future, but this will do for now. And here's where I ran into some problems. When I turned this shop vac on, it collapsed completely, so I had to cut these little inserts to put inside the can to kind of push out the edges so it didn't collapse. If I could do this again, and I might actually do this again and just throw this can away or just use it in the shop, I'd buy a metal can or maybe a little stronger can so it didn't collapse in on itself. Alright, so this is how it works. You're going to take a hose and hook it up to the shop vac on the inlet, and then hook that to the top of your dust collector, and then on the side you're going to have your hose that sucks all of the dust up that you're vacuuming. So before I posted this video, I wanted to make sure this thing worked. So as you can see there at the bottom, it works pretty well. This is about a week's worth of dust. Some things I would have done differently is get a stronger trash can. Maybe a metal one would be better so it didn't collapse in on itself. And then I would probably do a little bit tighter fittings, maybe get a hole saw that was perfect size for those holes. Other than that, it works really well for how cheap it was and how quickly I put it together. So I definitely recommend this to put in your shop. If you found this video helpful, please give me a like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.